Let me just talk you through this DAX trade that I put on this morning. In fact, I put on more than one DAX trade this morning. We're currently definitely in profit, which is all good news. And let's just take you through it. We had a DAX trade alert down here. Let's just move this down a bit. We had all the pound yen trades we've already talked about, and we've got some other trades on here, trade alerts, euro yen. There was a lot going on at that time in the morning. So scroll back down. I'm looking for the 659, sorry about that. There we go. I'm looking for 659, and my computer's obviously going very slowly today. It's got all these things going on. There we are. At 7 o'clock, that was after the 6 o'clock overnight candle, at 7 o'clock we got a trade alert. This trading account is an IG trading account. It does give the data for overnight. It says sell 0.31 at 12790. I got into the trade a little bit late, in that I got in here, which is about 12785-ish, something like that. So I got in 4 or 5 pips late. Let's put it across onto the 1 hour chart, and you can see that trade alert was here. Let me take you through what that trade alert actually was saying. The bull bear butterfly has been moving down. That's the blue line. It was moving down, which is a downtrend. It was around the middle, the 0 line, and is in the butterfly zone. But what's litmus doing? Litmus is this one here, this line here. It says basically this is the smaller trend, and the smaller trend is clearly short, so that's what we're looking for. If we look at the MTrader 3 indicator, it's saying we're looking for longs, but the MTrader indicator is saying we're looking for longs, but the S-Trader indicator is saying we've got a short alert at that level. And it's a short alert with litmus being short as well. So okay, we've got some conflicting evidence here, but we do have the trade alert there, so I put the sell stop in on there. The sell stop was actually the right thing to do. We had the stop loss on that trade at that high level there, so it's about a 20 pip stop. We didn't get taken out. It went into profit, came back again, and then it dropped away very, very fast here at 8 o'clock. And we're now still in the trade. Big push down on that candle, and managing it now with the stops are just above here. Let me just move this out of the way. You can see all the recommended trade alerts here with various targets and things. Our real target is 12752, which in fact we've already penetrated, so arguably we could have just taken it off at 12752, but I'm leaving that alone. We're holding the stops at this level here, which is actually below 12752, so whatever, we're banking a T5 profit. Let's move this out of the way so you can see that. Get that out there. You can see here that the stop loss is now 12745, 12745, and then this other one that I put on late, I'm deliberately leaving the stop here, which is the low of this candle here. This candle is the 7 o'clock opening candle, 1 hour chart, and the entry is 75% of this candle below its close. So basically this is a trade which Andrea Unger has been trading for a long time, and it's essentially taking the 7 o'clock candle and then putting the trade on with a 75% of that candle entry point, moving the stop to the low there, and then leaving it alone. The idea is to close it out towards the end of the day. So I'm trading 2 strategies here on this particular DAX trade. One is my own strategy, which is currently giving us a lot more money, and may or may not give us a lot more money, but I'm also pushing that up to this level here to take it out if there's weakness. Whereas based on the Andrea Unger trade, I'm leaving that alone to wait and see how it fulfills to the end of the day. Let's come back to the 15-minute chart now. and you can see how we're doing when it flicks through. And on the 15-minute chart, remember my Darvas lines. Okay, we've got the resistance, dropping resistance, dropping resistance. So this is basically lower highs. And then down here, the green line, we've got the green line, a lower low, and then now down here to a lower low. That's all good. We'll wait and see. We may get a new lower high at this level here. But based on my own indicators, the MTrader 3, the MTrader, and the STrader, they're all saying that if it breaks out above that, you want to be out of the trade. So that's what I'm going to do with this one. And now we just wait and see what happens. So I hope that helps. You can see this chart is all on the black background. If it helps you see it better on a white background, let me just show you that. Black on white. Let's just say OK to that. I'm not sure if it's easier for you to see it that way around on a white background. I personally like to trade on a black background, and the reason is because this effectively is like a light bulb you're looking at all day long. So if you're a trader, you can't be doing your eyes much good looking at basically a white screen, which is effectively a light source. You know it's a light source because if you at night and you turn the lights out in the room where the monitor's on with a white screen like that, it is basically a light source, and it just lights up the whole room. So not good for your eyes, and definitely not good for your eyes. So what I'm going to do now is turn it back to the black again, and we'll pull that up here. I've got various settings that I use at different times for different strategies and various indicators, but the default setting on this is actually to use the 9 here, which is the bull bear butterfly 9, but I like to see more trade alerts, so I put it onto the 0, and with the 0 then we can see what's happening more clearly. We get trade alerts when it's in the butterfly zone, which is what we got today. Right, you can see it's come up, it's set up a new lower high at this level. We've got the stops just the other side of that lower high, which is what we're anticipating, what I'm just talking about, and now we're moving back down again. The trade is currently coming £309 in profit. We've already taken profits on the pound yen earlier on today, so I'm very happy with that. And the trade size is very small. It's one mini, another mini, and another mini, so we've got 3 minis, and we can trade manage each one of those independently. So I love trading like this. It gives good returns when the returns are there, and it manages risk really tight when the returns aren't there. Okay, come back to it again later. Bye for now. So here I am again, back in. Been sitting out in the garden having a coffee. Often do that when I'm trading. Anyway, yes, it's still proceeding, it's still all good. I'm going to leave it alone, wait and see what happens. Come back to you again later. Bye. Hi again, it's me. Just returning to have a look at the DAX trade. It's pulling back again. There's a real likelihood that it will retrace from this level now, and that will be it now until lunchtime. So the question is, do I leave the trade on or do I take it out? Well, frankly, I'm going to leave it exactly as it is. We may get taken out at this level here, but we've got this alert here. Let's have a look at that alert in just a minute. So, right, here we go. I've just edited the thing to pick up an alert if it's completely the other way around, and there, of course, it is. It says we're going to buy 0.34 at 12739. We're currently 12737. So basically, when you're in a short and you get a trade alert like this, which is a counter trend trade alert, then what you're looking to do is close the short if it hits that particular price. So 12739 is our target price, and that's what I'm looking for over here. We've got 12737 at the moment, So we're within a tiniest amount of it. If I get 12740, I would definitely close that trade out. It's gone to 3.8 while we're talking, and with this pulse up, you see how that's a low, this is a higher low, this is a lower high than that, but we're now going into a squeeze. Whichever way it breaks out of this squeeze is what it's going to do for the next little while. I don't know, half an hour, 1.5 hours, 2 hours, something like that. So we're waiting to see which way it breaks out the squeeze. It could break out the top, in which case I am going to close the trades, or it could break out the bottom, in which case we're going to hold on to the trade. Let's wait and see what it does. It's back down to 736 again. So at the moment the weakness is still holding and following through. Is definitely right on the edge of making decisions at the moment. Let me draw a box around it. Essentially we've got a box something like that, which is what we're looking at, and it's waiting time. And while we're waiting, we should mention something else, that typically the DAX is going to make its move first thing in the morning, so the first few hours. It's now 11 o'clock, and therefore it's already done all its moving. You can see here that the time that we went from here is 6:45. That's the 6:45 candle. This is the, in here, that's the 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock candle in there, and then we dropped away at 8 o'clock. You can see here, by the time we got to around, where are we, there, that's 9:15 candle. So 9:30 the job had been done, the move had already been done. And this is often the way. We're now sort of biding our time, and the next time things will start to happen is most likely going to be about 1:30, 2 o'clock, 2:30. That's as America opens up and starts trading. So this is often the way. Big move, consolidation, and then resolution one way or the other. If America goes long and there's a big move long on America, it may help create sentiment in Germany that will pull the German market back up again, and if it does, of course, then it will retrace its way back up again to the entry points, which is why we've got to have the stops in place at this level to make sure that we take our money. Hope that helps anyway, that sort of thinking, and cheers for now, bye. Okay, it's me back again, just about to go out. We're going to take the dog to the vet. So, okay, here's the situation. Normally, using the Andrea Unger system, we leave that exactly there. Since I am going out, I'm going to move the stop to break even on this trade. So at the moment, the trade is above break even. I'm going to bring it back to around break even. So that's not 4.5 but 5.5, so make it 5.4, so it's break even plus 1 pip, and I'm going to move that down to there. There we have it. So whatever happens, each of these trades will trade out with a profit, with the stop handling it, and I can now happily go and take the dog to the vet. Okay, catch you later, bye for now. Okay, so back again after taking the dog to the vet, and you can see that we have been taken out of the trade here on the DAX. It came up and it hit the target stops that we put in place, almost to the pip actually in terms of one of them, and the other one got taken out earlier. That was fine. So I'm perfectly happy with that. It's just the way we planned it. So the question is, could we have done better with that? Well, clearly, obviously we could. One possible way we could have done better with that is if we look at the price action as it comes down here. We got in the trade back here somewhere, and so now we've got this trade coming down. If we'd had a stop after every 15-minute candle off the high of the 15-minute candle, we'd have had that, and we'd have been taken out as it broke that high there at 12725 instead of 12745. So that would have been 20 pips better on the trade in one case and 5.5 on the other, 30 pips better than on the other trade. So that would be a review, feedback to self. Trailing stop in this particular situation would have been good at the high of the prior 15-minute candle. So the moment that candle closed, that becomes the high, that becomes the stop. Job done. We could have got out again a bit later on there. As you know, we were anticipating the potential for it to go on down, and it didn't. So in this particular case, that was true. Now, in other situations, of course, it might not be true, and it might have followed through on down if the momentum had been strong enough. So how do you know which is the best? Well, the truth is you don't. You just have to make a decision and trade it the way you want to trade it. So this is John Cato's 30-Minute Trading, wishing you happy trading.